Who doesn't want more authenticity or authentic leadership in the workplace? But here's the question you have to ask with that or any of the other sort of culture leadership stuff. Does it have an ROI or a business case, or is it just more fluffy unicorn doo-doo? And I'm here to tell you that authenticity in the workplace does have a business case. And I want to tell you the top 3 things that we learned from a study, an original study that we did on the impact of authenticity in the workplace. Now, if you want all of the results, which are in a very authentic, not snoozy, boring study, we'll link that information below. But let me tell you about the top 3. So first of all, when we looked at which generation wants authenticity in the workplace the most, what we found was, boomers. Not duh. Most people think, I see articles all the time that, oh, this next generation, Gen Z won't put up with this, or Gen Y, or millennials, like they have to have authenticity in the workplace. And the data shows the exact opposite. When we asked 2 different questions about how important authenticity was in the workplace, and then we looked at ages, we found that it was always the boomers, then the Gen X, then the Gen Y, then the Gen Z. And here's why I think that's the case. Us Gen Xers or boomers, we're just sort of waving the white flag like, after 20, 30 years, we give up. This is just the way it is. But the truth is, inside, we want it more than you think. The second thing we found was the impact on trust was astronomical. What we found is companies that practice authenticity as part of their culture, trust was 6 times higher. So let me put it to you this way. If you're not an authentic leader, your people maybe trust you on like a Thursday. But if you're authentic as a leader and as a company, your people are going to trust you on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, Saturday. And the best part about Sunday is they won't even think about you. People respect authority, but they follow authenticity. And the third thing we found was around retention. And this was crazy. We looked at how authentic is your culture, and we put it on a 5-point Likert scale. And then we asked them separately, unbeknownst to them, what are the chances you'll be around in 2 years from now at this company? And those in an authentic culture were 92% likely to be around. And it went all the way down from there. Those with inauthentic cultures, 40%. So it keeps people around. And what we found is that companies with trust have higher employee engagement through other studies, and companies with higher employee engagement, which basically means people give a hoot about what they're doing at work, have higher profits. So authenticity equals trust, trust equals engagement, engagement equals money. So next time you're thinking about, should I be authentic at work? Or maybe you're a leader and say, maybe we should do authentic leadership programs, or we should work with Erin Hatzakostas on how to infuse authenticity, not just in our culture, but in our business practices so that we can be a great place to work and also stand out. Know that you can go to your boss and say, there is an ROI. Ridiculously obvious idea.